Hey everybody, welcome to part 51 of our Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Interactive Theater Mode playthrough. Last time we entered Niceland, took out some Heartless, met Fix-It Felix and the bad guy who says he's not such a bad guy, Ralph. We've been seeking Ralph out to try and see if he has any connection to the darkness. And because Felix needs him back to fix the game or something. Our journey to search for Ralph will now take us into the Cybug sector. And this is where that whole pay-to-win thing really comes into play, because we're going to be coming up against enemies where it's nearly impossible to win without having to use continues, which require jewels. Unless you have like a very specific metal loadout, which I do not have. So we're going to see some continues, we're going to see some auto life, we're going to see some absolutely stupidly overpowered enemies as we edge ever closer towards the end of this journey. Alright, so our first quest on this episode will be quest number 886, Where's Ralph Part 6, and we are looking for a green gummy saucer. So let's give it a whirl. And it is vitally important from here on out to make sure that you are using the proper type of metals. We're going against a speed type enemy, so we're using the power metal loadout. Do you have a plan? Because I don't. How are we going to find Ralph? We don't know his favorite hangout, and it'll take forever if we have to search every... Or not. Over there. He's dressed differently, but that's definitely Ralph. Let's follow him. Quarter alert, this is not a drill. This doesn't look anything like where we were before. It's like a whole other world. I don't see Ralph anywhere, but the path leads that way. Let's follow it. Alright, Ralph did say he was going to get himself a medal, and I guess he decided this would be a good place to look. Heartless! Alright, here we go. I'm going to try like hell to only fight the necessary enemies here, just because I do not want to run out of jewels before we get to the end. Now listen. I'm only gonna say this once. It's make your mama's proud time. Ralph must be connected to darkness somehow. Don't worry, we've been through this before. You know what to do. Alright, quest number 887, Where's Ralph Part 7, we are skipping. Quest number 888, Where's Ralph Part 8, we are skipping. Quest number 889, Where's Ralph Part 9, we are skipping. And here's where shit hits the fan and we gotta start fighting these Cybug enemies. Quest number 890, Where's Ralph Part 10, and our first Cybug at level 1600. But our power metal loadout should be just fine for this. This one might not actually be too bad, but there's going to be a ton of these guys coming. Gameplay in 3, 2, 1. We are humanity's last hope. Our mission? Destroy all Cybugs. You ready, rookie? Let's find out. Alright, here we go. The Kingdom Hearts version of Starship Troopers. They're not heartless, but they sure don't like us either. Alright, Quest 891, Cybug Sweep Part 1. Another Cybug, another speed type Cybug, so our power build will be fine. Don't let your guard down! A civilian? No, Keyblade Master. Well, Keyblade Apprentice. Alright, Quest 892, Cybug Sweep Part 2, we are skipping. Quest 893, Ralph Part 1, and more of our flappy buggy recoded looking friends. Game over! Beacon up! What's the first rule of hero's duty, soldier? Never interfere with the first-person shooter. Our job is to get the gamers to the top of that building so they can get a medal. And that's it. So stick to the program, soldier. Right. Aye, aye. Alright, Pussy Willows, back to start positions. So that's where they keep the metal, huh? Alright, Quest 894, Ralph, Part 2. We are skipping. Quest 895, Ralph, Part 3. And we are going after another Flappy Bug, this one a little bit more powerful than the last. Alright, so this one's got 600,000 extra health bars. Not for long, though. Huh? Where'd they go? That's where Ralph was headed. I wonder what's in there. Let's find out. Alright, Quest 896, Ralph, Part 4, and we are going after a level 1500 Flappy Rider. So the glitch bugs are getting more powerful. Wow! Slick tiddlywinking, pint size. I'm Fix-It Felix Jr., ma'am, from the game Fix-It Felix Jr. Jiminy. Look at that high definition. Your face, it's amazing. Flattery don't charge these batteries, civilian. Now state your business. Oh, I'm looking for my colleague, Wreck-It Ralph. Never heard of him. Quest 897, Ralph, Part 5 with a Flappy Bug. We are skipping. Quest number 898, Ralph, Part 6 with a level 1700 Psybug. Speed type, so power metals it is. And these things are going to start having a lot more health. A medal! I finally got a medal! Oh, now you gone and done it. There he is. And there he goes. Uh-oh. I think we might be in trouble. You think? Player, are you alright? Ephemer, what are you doing here? I was chasing that. And it led me to you. Are you with me? I sure am glad you're here. Good luck, you two. Let's do this. Alright, Quest 899, Darkling Distress Part 1, we are skipping. Quest 900, Darkling Distress Part 2, and the target is a Darkling, a level 1700 Darkling. So let's switch over to Lady Luck. Alright, 750,000 extra health bars. Not you. You said that before, but what do you mean? Not. Did they fuse together? This isn't good. It looks like that monster somehow absorbed the Darkling into itself. We need to defeat it before it's too late. Are you ready? Alright, Quest 901, The Chase, Part 1. We are looking for a red gummy saucer. Alright, so I made a big mistake and didn't check my metal loadout, but we should be alright. Alright, Quest 902, The Chase Part 2, we are skipping. Quest 903, The Chase Part 3, we are skipping. Quest 904, The Chase Part 4, we are skipping. Quest 905, The Threat, and there's our Darkling-infused Cybug. And speed type, so let's switch back to our power build. And take this extra dark bugger out. This isn't like any Cybug I've seen before. You're that civilian who ran past me before. And you look like you can handle yourself. Hope you're ready to prove it. No problem. This is just like our mission back home. That's what I like to hear. Now listen up. Our mission is to destroy that abomination. Mission accepted. Alright, so pretty big jump with 900,000 extra HP bars. And that's how it's done. As for the rest, once the beacon's up, there'll be Cybug splatter in no time. More importantly, we've got a Cybug and soldier that are MIA. That wasn't a soldier, ma'am. That was Ralph. He disappeared with that monster. Alright, Quest 906, Investigating the Glitches, Part 1, and we are going after a Flappy Rider. I see. So you think there might be a link between the bad guy, Ralph, and the glitches. Player, can you keep looking into the glitches? I'll head back and inform the others about the Darklings. I'm tasking you with this because I trust you, and I know you'll be fine on your own. Besides, even when we're apart, our hearts are always connected. Don't forget that. Alright, so Ephemer has put his faith in us to clear up the business at hand here. Let's not disappoint him. Alright, Quest 907, Investigating the Glitches Part 2, we are skipping. Quest 908, Investigating the Glitches Part 3, we are skipping. Quest 909, Investigating the Glitches Part 4, we are skipping. And the last quest of this episode, oh shit. I've been dreading this fight. Alright, quest number 910, Investigating the Glitches Part 5. Our target is the level 1750 Gummy Golem that is going to have the ability to reflect most of our attacks for more damage than we could ever hope to have in this game. Right, let's go take him out. Power metals should be fine. Alright, so this is where that pay-to-win thing really comes into play, because to have any chance at surviving the quest from here on out, you have to keep on spending jewels to get more medals and hope for specific ones, and if you run out of jewels, you had to use real money to get more. Now, the other thing you can do is just keep on using jewels to revive yourself and keep on fighting. But then, if you're not powerful enough, you're still going to run out of jewels and still have to spend real money to get more. Thankfully, you know, I had already poured all my money into this game that I had intended to when they announced it was closing down. And even though they shut off the ability to buy more jewels, I wound up with enough to get through it. And now that we have the proper medal loadouts, it'll be a lot easier to redo these chapters for the videos here. Alright, so this big blocky SOB has 1,500,000 extra HP bars. And that reverse gold symbol there, any of these blue upright attacks, or anything with upright strike, I think, is going to be reflected. Here, check it out. So every bit of damage I did to him just got bounced back at me. You know what? I don't have any reverse strike medals, so all of these might be bounced right back at me. So see, spend 100 jewels to continue. Luckily we have plenty. And if I use that same medal again, this fight's over. Ooh. Alright, we got him. About 5 years ago. I was a young boy when... Huh? What? Even I was a kid once. Right, of course. Anyway, I was a young boy when the Keyblade War began. What? There was a Keyblade War back then, too? Yep, that's right. Did you have a master of your own? Nope. Who was fighting who? Who do you think? Light and darkness. Light. There were wielders besides you? There were, but they don't really count. And the darkness? Were there monsters like there are now? Okay, no more questions until I finish my story. Right. Sorry. To answer your question, if I had to call them something, monsters would be pretty accurate. But they looked like us. Oh, so they were human? I didn't say that. Anyway, the Keyblade War dates back to when darkness took that form. And it's still waging as we speak. What? It's still going on? Yes. The battle with darkness never stopped. The Keyblade War isn't about to begin. In fact, it might finally come to an end. Darkness is constantly changing shape. It can even hide among humans. That's the reason the war was never able to end. The coming battle will end the world. Everything will be destroyed. The wielders sent outside will gather light from the now scattered worlds. And with that light, the world will be rebuilt. The world will end and be rebuilt? That's right. You can't erase what lives on in the hearts of children, worlds and their stories, and most of all, light. Of course, you can't erase the darkness either, but you can call a truce. I could go for a nice, long break right about now. Maybe I'll kick back for a while. What? You're going to sit back? And leave the fate of the world in other people's hands? Why not? That's why I'm having Ava round up the best of the best. They'll start it. They'll start it. Chi, become unchained, and fulfill their duty through Union Cross. Those wielders will be the cornerstones of the new world. Cornerstones. But they can come home once they're done, right? Well, maybe not all of them. How's it going? Perfect timing. Ephemer just got back, and I was about to ask Ven to go get you two. Skuld filled me in on the situation. Did you figure out what was causing the glitches? Sort of. You see, before the Keyblade War, Daybreak Town was recreated as Data along with all the other worlds. That's why even though the worlds were destroyed, they're still connected to Daybreak Town. And we're still able to visit them, or at least their data copies. It's precisely because they're data that a connection from the real world is possible. But now, a new world has aggressively forged a connection with this one. My friend and I followed the Darklings there and did some investigating. It looks like that's where the creatures that have been popping up in our world are coming from. Do you think the Darklings guided them here? Most likely, but I can't imagine why. You know, we saw a glitch that looked like Master Ava here in the tower. These glitches. They're showing up in town, too. I saw one of Strelitzia. Your sister? Yeah. I came here because I thought you might be able to make some sense of it. According to Ephemer, the residents of the newly connected world are aware that they live in a data world. That got me thinking. We know the monsters from the new world can infiltrate our world. Ven and Skald saw a glitch of Master Ava, and Laurium of his sister. We were so sure we were in the real Daybreak Town. But all signs point to this being a data world too. The real Daybreak Town still exists, right? What? Please say Daybreak Town hasn't disappeared. We have no way of knowing right now. I'm fairly confident we were in the real world until this all broke out, at least. So we can't get back? We're stuck here? We thought we had gone back, but it turns out we didn't. Which means we can't go back the usual way. But if you give me a bit more time, I might be able to figure something out. Why is this happening? If I had to guess, there's someone behind all this. That's the only thing that makes sense. I don't know why. But this data world was probably made to be cut off from the real world from the start. There might not even be a reason for it, aside from being a means to some other end. We escaped the war, only to find ourselves trapped in a cage. Irony at its best. It could have been Master Ava. She gathered us together so she could keep light alive. She wouldn't trick us like this. At this point, we can't be sure of anything. We don't know if Master Ava knew about any of this, or who's responsible for the program. In any case, like I said before, I'm going to become a virus and overwrite it. Where are you going? Downstairs. Do you have a plan? Not yet. I wonder if there's anything written about this. Okay, so not only are we in a data Daybreak Town, well, not we, because we're off in Cybug Sector still, but the Union leaders have now come to the realization that they are in the data Daybreak Town. And in theory, we are all trapped there, unable to return to the real world. We saw a conversation between the Master of Masters and Luxu where it was revealed that this wasn't the beginning of the Keyblade War, but ultimately the end, because the Keyblade War has been going on since the Master of Masters was but a youth himself. Darkness wasn't originally in human form, but when the Keyblade War began, they took human form. And with about 70 quests left of the game, we are getting closer and closer to the story's inevitable breaking point. And that is going to be it for this episode. When we come back, we will head to Candy Kingdom, which is probably going to be a contender for the longest episode in this Let's Play, because from Quest 911 all the way up to Quest 976, we are going to be in the Candy Kingdom with like a brief little 2-quest return to Niceland in the middle of it, but we're just going to include that in this and try to do all of Candy Kingdom in one video, and then after that it's straight to the last 3 quests for the finale. So yep, so we ran through the Cybug sector, we took out some Darklings, took out a crap ton of Cybugs, took out a Cybug and a Darkling that decided to do the fusion dance. Thankfully they never hit Super Saiyan 4. And yeah, that's going to be it for this one. As always, thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone's enjoying the journey so far, and I will see you all for the next part.